Aquarians, welcome to your September heart spreads. Okay, I got it in close and tight here so we can hopefully hear me good. Using the Gilded Tarot here, Royale deck. One of my favorites. Really like the classic Gilded Tarot. It's kind of partial, but this has at least I can shuffle it kind of. So let's see. It's the 28th today, 27th. So I'm getting them all out. This is it for September. And Saturdays, by the way, are always Aquarius and Pisces Day for the heart spreads. And if you haven't, Aquarius friends, check out the Soul Family Read that I do. It's a collective read. The last one was on Friday for the weekend now, so that might still be of some help. Let me know if you resonate. Just for whoever resonates with it, a collective read. I'm trying to gather the soul family together. Yeah, I was thinking the other day, it's like, I don't know, I had it in my head, it's like soulmates, or I'm always like, oh, soulmate. It's like, hell, man, everybody we meet is a soulmate, I think. I think God has this figured out. It's like beyond my understanding, but for real. Certainly anyone we have any significant energy with, guys. Here we go. We're going to look at you and your person, whoever's on your mind, who's in your heart, and get some advice for each of you. And if there is a you as a whole, and because singles too, if you're single in the number 2 position, this is your future person. So work with me intuitively with that one. And if I do mention signs, like this is Leo, think Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So Aquarius is you, where you're at in terms of love and relationship right now. Fantastic energy to be in. Strength energy, I don't really see that. This is kind of a baseline for kind of where you're at right now. And I don't much see that as a reactive to something from the past. You are looking to the past, though. Now, I tell you, you don't get to the strength without, like, you're not young, you've lived some life, you've fought some battles. You don't get to be strong, like, coming right out of the chute there. And you do have this energy, you're looking away from the reading, so I'm guessing you're not the one that went out and found somebody. You're not out on a dating site or something. This down here, we might be able to see it. Now, let's see what your person is like. Wow, this is actually very good. I'm kind of picking up on a 9 of Pentacles energy with you. Excuse me, my allergies. This is I don't know, because this is very stable to me, and particularly since you're looking away from the reading, this is someone who's very strong in themselves, very comfortable in your own skin. You're not afraid of anything. I mean, you're not, oh my God, am I going to have enough money to survive? So it kind of gets into the 9 of Pentacles because you feel secure. And this is someone else now who is very secure in themselves. Could be an earth sign, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Keep that in mind, whether it's Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn energy. Could be, being that this is representing them. But this is also someone who's very comfortable in their own skin, financially secure and stable. They're not worried for anything. Able to take care of themselves. So 2 very mature, stable people here, this other person you're thinking of. So right out of the chute, 1 and 2, you guys are really clicking. I like it, Let's see. Wow, okay. You're really clicking. This is you, where you're at in relation now to your 9 of Pentacles earth sign person, Leo. I mean, Aquarius, your opposite, Leo. And you look at Leo in your chart, because it could point to that. We all have Leo in our chart somewhere. And it's just coming out of Leo season. But look, this is the happy family card. This is, this desire, its actions. The action here is wanting to build a solid relationship, committed relationship or marriage. I like to look at it that way. It's the act of building a solid relationship or marriage. So obviously you're reacting very well to this person. It's like you saying, now that you're getting to know them, wow, I think they're the one. What are they saying? Wow, I got to see which way he's going. He's coming at you. Very nice. So he or she, the Knight of Pentacles. How perfect. I mean, because, you know, again, you're the Strength card, and Leo's the most grounded fire sign. So, you know, you wouldn't want a Knight of Cups or a Knight of, God forbid, Swords coming at you fast. You'd probably be like, I couldn't, you know, forget it, son. You know, who do you think you're dealing with here? But this person, this Nine of Pentacles person, comes at you, and I think this is very much to being themselves. If there's any question, this person's absolutely sincere. They're not lying. They're not even lying to themselves. This person has really got their shit together. So yeah, like whatever you see is what you got and what you're going to have 10, 20, 30 years down the road with this person. And they're very much interested in you. And I got a feeling you guys are already kind of getting it on. This is some kind of established relationship here. It's not real new. It might be a little new, but you guys are into each other. I don't think there's this kind of energy. You would have to be telling each other about this. I don't see either one of you being coy, or there's just absolutely healthy, mature, sexy. And I think like you, Aquarius, if there's any doubt, you might be a little bit younger than your person here, but you are bringing to them, you've got these wands, or yeah, it's the happy family, but it's fire, it's wands, and strength is fire, big time. And they're all pentacles. You're spicing their life up, okay? If you're cross-watching, tell me I'm wrong. They, you know, and I got the feeling they could, a little bit of Virgo energy, just intuition, but they're humble, and they're genuinely humble and genuinely modest. But so I don't even in their mind, like I was just thinking about my girlfriend before the reading, and I was like, I just saw her picture because I was sending messages, and I was like, I want her so bad right now. It's just like, and I'm thinking it's, I'm usually not like that, but it's like, oh my God. They might not even think that, but I guarantee they're feeling it, and they're feeling a quickness in their step. People are telling them that they look better. People are asking them, what's going on? You've been working out? Girlfriend, you've been working out? What's going on? And they might, well, I don't know. I have a new person in my life or something like that. Now, this is advice for you in the relationship as a whole. Let me see what their advice is. But this is what the universe wants to convey to you about this person, about this relationship, you personally. Three of Cups energy. My first sense of it is lighten up. I think that's what it is. And it's almost like maybe know your role in this relationship, which is, this is because, like, I don't know, man, if I felt this, I'd be like, get married next week. I mean, I'm like that, right? I'm not the pinnacle person, not the Knight of Pentacles. But if I had this kind of connection with someone, I think I would just be so, I mean, if I was interested, if you're interested in them and there's sexual tension and interest, and they were like this, I'd be like, wow, I want some of that, you know? But I think like this is kind of like lighten up and kind of enjoy the romance phase is what I'm getting. I don't see it as any kind of warning about third parties here. This person, I don't think we're going to have third parties here. And their advice is the Hermit. Okay, this works for me. All of your cards are matching up pretty good, because I'm looking at this as the advice for you to kind of loosen up and have a good time, and just enjoy the romance phase of it, you know. Let it, don't try to rush it or anything like that, because I don't think they want this. Now, their advice is the Hermit. So I see here, you're both getting advice from Spirit to kind of slow the relationship down or tone it down a little bit. And I think your person's getting advice here, cross-watcher if you're there, to go inside and take a look at yourself, because you're about to make a big leap here. You guys are going to become involved in a marriage, or practical purposes of marriage. You're going to join together here. And I got the feeling that cross-watcher's been probably single for a while, And they might be having to think about this a lot. Like, what's it like? I'm not used to having somebody in the house. The toilet paper rolls this way and not that way. And all these things. And a lot of things about the self, too. It's like, why have you been single? Why haven't you been coupled? And this person's coming in, and you Aquarius, but they're probably feeling like this person's coming in, and they're just completely tossing my world upside down in a good way. But yet, they're used to being very stable, and collected, and they're a little bit losing themselves, So the universe kind of like, I think, advising you and them, if Aquarius, if they're not watching. I'd love for people to share these with their lover. It's okay to take a minute and to go inside and look at these things that you're feeling. They're okay. It's a part of you, And I think your part in this is they may need a minute. And right now, I wouldn't look at this. You may feel with this that they're pulling away from you. And this, I think, is you maybe going out with your friends and having a good time, maybe without them. And maybe there's been an energy of wanting to constantly be together. I don't see you guys living together yet. And I think on your part, you're bringing the fire. And they're just a little bit scared. I mean, I don't think this is a problem. You're getting a Knight of Pentacles, okay? And you're an Aquarius, so you're not a Sagittarius, thank God, or an Aries, okay? You might be banging some Aries energy in your Venus. Then God help you. You would be struggling with this, because the Knight of Pentacles can love you to death, but he ain't gonna climb up your ass ever. And he's gonna be slow. He or she gonna be slow. He's not gonna jump into anything, right out of the chute, And there's probably a little bit of that energy there. And I get the feeling for you, it might not be that big a deal. You're like, yeah, of course I know if I like someone, it's kind of like, I get the I'm like that too. It's like, I can't tell if it's going to be a relationship, but I damn well tell like them, don't like them. And for your person, it's like that maybe not too much of a part of their mentality. So the fact that you'd really knocked them off their socks here, I think that they're just having trouble dealing with that. And my advice to them, if they're watching, or if you want to tell them, is they're afraid of losing themselves. If they think back to the moment of orgasm, the little death, when you really have ego death, like a large hallucinogenic trip or something, or near-death experience, they're really, do they have any reaction to that? How do they react to that? Because that's the energy, I think, of what they're afraid of. They're afraid of losing themselves, and you could put it in different words, losing my independence, that kind of thing. But really what it is, and the Hermit is speaking to it, is something deep inside here, something about yourself. It's not anything outward. So really it's this fear of losing yourself in a relationship. Probably goes back to childhood. Maybe your mom was a woman that lost herself, or the man. Wow. Now this is the advice from Spirit for the relationship as a whole. It's kind of a wild card here, okay? Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Charlie cuts the brakes on the van and says, wild card, bitches! Yeah, kind of like that. I'm not saying any accident, but this is this energy of, it's Jupiter, and Jupiter's at 28 Aquarius. It's doing some shit in Aquarius right now until it goes direct in October, I think, about the middle of October. That might speak to what's going on here. If you look at maybe your composite chart together, you get a beat on where that's at. Where is Aquarius for you guys? But something's going to come in out of left field, and it's going to be positive. That's how the Wheel of Fortune works. And it's coming between you doing your Three of Cups thing, which I kind of get the feeling, this is advice, so it's like you really don't want, it's like you really want to go be with your person. But the advice is, go out and make yourself have a good time, and give them their space, basically. And your advice for your person is to go inside and be the hermit and really take a look at what's going on there. And this is something happening to put you two together. It may be, I think it's more about your person. And with this Wheel of Fortune and what Jupiter is going to bring, and it's in Aquarius, is it will bring self-understanding depending on where it is in the chart, which house. I don't know their first house. This person here, that they're probably an earth sign. But it probably speaks to this being an auspicious time and a soulmate relationship. And something's going to come along that's really going to, like, I think you're going to get a call, Aquarius, or text or call, and it's going to be like, oh my God, and I don't think you guys are broken up or anything. No, I think it's just going to be like a little cooling, and you might be feeling it more than they are, and they're like, no, everything's cool. And I don't even know how aware they are of all this kind of processes, but they're doing this, And so you get a call from them, and it's like, why aren't we living together? Why aren't we married? What are we doing? That type of thing. And the outcome is the Four of Swords. I'm going to clarify this, but it's going to be, there's a period of healing here. I think this is speaking to 4 months probably. I see it as being more than weeks. So it may be 4 months that you need this period of, we'll call it healing. When your person's there, but you're noticing that they're kind of backing away. If you watch this reading and share it with them, maybe you can start to talk about it. But a lot of what's going on with them is this internal process here. So it could be something, I see you just being good to go. Strength and Four of Wands. It's really good you're kind of facing away from the reading. So I think you're kind of prepared to hold space with this energy and do your own thing, I mean, I gotta be honest with you, this could speak to you like having sex with someone else. So I don't know, maybe you guys even aren't at a committed place now. But in any case, being that this is advice from Spirit, it's kind of the okay to do it. It's like you really need to withdraw your energy and romantic sexual energy too from this person just for a minute here, because they're the ones that need this healing. And you may need it too in terms of just time. Excuse me, there's something going on energetically from like the moment you guys meet to when you're getting that Four of Swords energy as an outcome, and it's clarified by the King of Swords. So this is the outcome of your relationship, and that's a positive outcome. I do think there's a period of time. You might be in the midst of this period. If you think back, maybe it was a month ago when you felt this energy start to ease up, like the intensity of it. And maybe you felt yourself wanting to go forward more than they wanted you to go, more than they wanted to go. But now, after this period of time, you guys come together with this King of the Swords, and even more, being that it's over this Wheel of Fortune now, I think this is you guys having this kind of conversation, like I said, where they sort of realize in themselves how much they really want you in terms of a relationship. And that they're willing to, they've figured out what it was in them that was holding them up in any kind of hesitancy, which almost isn't hesitancy for this kind of earth energy, except for the fact that this Four of Swords is in the outcome. It's telling me that what they're doing with the Hermit, there is some healing left for them. But I think that you're going to get this call, and it's going to be super positive. This could be too like, I just cleared my schedule for a week. I don't know what you're doing, but you've got to come with me. We're going to elope. We're going to go have this beautiful trip together and spend this time together. That kind of thing. And what you're going to have is a very open relationship. Because I think what's going to happen with this King of Swords being the outcome, what your person's going to figure out is that they need to tell you all of this stuff that's been going on in their head, which I don't think they've been telling you. With this Four of Swords, they're going to work through it. And then that's what they're going to want to tell you. They're going to want to open up and just like, I don't know what was in my head. I know you're the one. I want to tell you everything. And it's probably like a whole lot of stuff they haven't told you. Like their story. I don't know if you think about it. I bet you're starting to think now. It's like, yeah, really, no. What really did happen when they were a teenager? What really happened with their brothers and sisters in the childhood? I don't, and I think it'll be that kind of thing. Because with the King of Swords relationship, we go back to that good energy you have coming in, the good energy you have, solid energy, reacting to each other, and in between that is the King of Swords. So a kind of relationship that's very strong and sturdy, and other people will see you as being a powerful couple. Thank you guys. Let me know.